Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about the Wake Up game in Street Fighter V because this is one of the least understood aspects of the game in my opinion. A lot of players seem to think that once they get knocked down that it's a true 50-50. I'm gonna get thrown or the opponent is gonna do immediately. What can I do? Defense is too weak. However, in reality, there is actually a lot of options that you can do, both as the aggressor and as the defender, and I honestly feel like this is one of the most important videos that I have made on Street Fighter V yet. Now, let's actually take a look at a sequence that Cammy is gonna do. She's gonna do her combo, and then she's gonna go for a delayed throw, right? Notice Cammy didn't throw immediately, she delayed her throw by a couple of frames. This is a really good offensive sequence because if I wake up with a DP, she gets to block. If I wake up even with the light DP, she gets to block. Obviously, reuse light DP is throw invulnerable, so obviously she gets to punish. If I wake up with a throw, she gets to tech. So pretty much Cammy did an offensive sequence that is safe to throws, that is safe to EX DPs, and that is safe obviously to invincibility of the light punch DP. Now, what's interesting here is that this is a powerful offensive option, but it is not invincible. It does loses to a couple of options. For example, notice here that she will have to block my wake up jab. And this is actually why on the high level, you see so many knockdowns, the opponent dash, and the defender is waking up with a jab. It's not so much to catch your opponent mistiming their meaties as much as you know that their opponent is delay throwing, so that's why they wake up with a jab, right? So wake up jab now becomes an option. If your opponent is delaying that throw, wake up jab is actually a good option here. Obviously you can wake up immediate throw as well, but this depends on how much your opponent delayed. Another option is wake up backdash, right? And wake up backdash is pretty interesting because notice Ryu was +9 on this delay. This means that actually here Ryu gets a punish. This crouching media punch to Tatsu, that's actually a legitimate punish, right? So if you backdash a delayed throw, depending on the frame data, you might actually get a punish and it is 100% your turn. Even if you didn't get a punish, 100% it's gonna be your turn. Now, there is another thing we can do? Actually, yes. We have a new defensive option now called V-Shift. And you can V-Shift. And notice, Cammy was only +1, right? So Cammy actually can't punish this V-Shift if she tried to use a delayed throw. So if she's trying to make herself safe out of your EXTP on Wake Up, while actually going for an offensive option as well, she's pretty much giving up the ability to punish backdashes and V-shifts. And this is very important to understand, right? Now, what happens if Cammy does an immediate throw on Wake Up? Because this is completely different. Now, an immediate throw on Wake Up is different because this will punish a V-shift. Right, notice here Cammy was +12, she can option select a standing heavy punch here and that will actually punish. It's a counter, right? I'm in a counter hit state. After the V-shift, notice I'm trying to block but I'm getting hit. So if she goes for an immediate throw on Wake Up, this will beat the V-shift. We said that we could Wake Up bottom before. What happens now? Let's check this out. Now my wake up jab is getting thrown. So if she shifted from doing an immediate or a delayed throw to an immediate throw, this will beat the jab and this will beat the V-shift. However, because she is doing the throw immediately and is not delaying it, this will lose to the light punch DB. This will lose to the EX DB, right? And obviously this will also lose to the backdash. The backdash is still gonna be safe. So if she's doing it and I try to backdash on Wake Up, notice I'm still +1. I actually get to block that standing heavy punch here, right? Ryu still gets to block. So these are just two offensive options. What if the opponent happened to throw? So now the throw isn't just some sort of 50-50, right? Because if she wants to punish the V-shift, she can't be safe from the TP and she can't really punish the backdash like that with either. So just like that, now we have three options that the opponent have to worry about and they have to go different routes to punish each of them. Now let's take a look at what happens if she does another option that is not frame tight. let's say she's doing a standing medium punch, right, on wake up. This is hitting on the third frame. So for example, if I'm waking up with a jab, Ryu get hit, right? She gets the combo. However, if I actually wake up with a backdash here, Ryu gets air reset, and Kami is generally gonna do standing medium punch to standing heavy, right? This is the typical sequence. If I wake up with the backdash, I get air reset. Now let's do it one more time. And actually Ryu gets a punish. So even though she's trying to go for something that's not airtight, that's trying to meet it, this is usually for the maximum counter hit combo potential. She actually, the wake up backdash, because it's hitting on the third frame, Ryu would be in an airborne state, he will get air reset, and Kami gets to get punished. This is also pretty interesting because let's repeat it one more time. Obviously this is gonna lose to the wake up EXTB, right? And this will lose to V-shift. So this is not the best offensive option if you are Kami, right? You don't really want to do these that much. It is good on the read, but it's not like the most fantastical option ever. She can do something different, however, and that is going for a frame tight sequence, like crouching medium punch. This is frame tight. If I try to backdash here, I actually get hit grounded, right? So that is the risk of waking up with a backdash. A frame tight meaty will actually hit you like that. However, some things that you have to consider is that wake up V shift is there, and this is gonna be safe. And obviously you do have the wake up of blocking. You can as a defender wake up delay tech as well, right? And this will actually get you to block. And certainly you have the option to wake up with an EXTB, right? So right out of the gate here, it shows that there are multiple options, both as the attacker and as the defenders. And there are a ton of callouts that you can do. Remember that you as a defender, you have the delay tech option, you have the immediate tech option, you have the jab, you have the invincibility, you have the backdash, and you have the V-shift. And so you have like 7 options on Wake Up. And each one of them actually get punished by something specific. There isn't an option that Kami can do that covers everything. And once you actually have a read on the opponent, you can go for some incredibly active plays. And there are a lot of players who are actually doing this. Like for example, there is a very famous Zeku player in the UK called Gunslinger. And what Gunslinger does with Zeku is that he wakes up with a standing medium punch, and our standing medium kick was old Zeku. And you might be surprised, like, why is he waking up with a medium kick? Well, the idea is, for example, he knows that Kami is gonna delay tech, so he's catching her throw with a bottom. Here, for example, with Ryu, I can wake up like Tatsu. And this is like exactly as me shimmying my opponent, right? Yes, the shimmy doesn't work, but because I know she's delaying, I'm gonna use a slower normal to catch her delay, or a slower special like Tatsu to catch her delay, and then I'm gonna get a big punish on Wake Up. You may call it scrubby, you may go like, why is someone waking up with a Tatsu? This is scrubby, and maybe the opponent is scrubby actually, but maybe it's actually a massive read as well. So it is important to understand what are your options as the attacker and what are your options as the defender. The better you are, the more you will be at rotating these options. It is important as the defender to rotate these options. Don't always wake up block every time. Consider backdashing, consider V-shift, consider wake up buttons, consider invincibility. This is what all of the high level players are doing. Assess the risk and reward. What are the safest options at this time? And one thing I haven't even talked about yet at all, and it's very important to know, there isn't even a one wake up timing. Like for all of these sequences, as the Ryu, for example, as the guy getting comboed, if I wake up back rise, that completely changes things, right? If I wake up back rise, this same recording is now an immediate throw on wake up. So it's like this is the one that will actually lose to backdash, or the V-shift will be safe, or the B-shift will be unsafe, etc. So it's like you have the quick rise, you have the back rise, and you have all of these options. Rotate between them, be smart on your defense, don't autopilot, and really assess the risk and situation at each point, and you will see that your success on defense will be a lot higher. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page and the Discord server page in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.